quality rapid chess game. Like that was, I mean, that is an easy game to confuse with a classical chess game, as they're right back. Game 2, tiebreaker.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Classical caliber level moves, and a Ruy Lopez, and a sort of slightly offbeat Ruy Lopez set up here with the bishop on b7.
Right. But it's this move bishop d2 that it's like this one of the most peculiar looking moves that has, I want to say, given the position new life. I mean, from these world championship games between Nepo and Magnus Carlsen, this move bishop d2, very interesting. Okay, as we're kind of going into more traditional, what would we call a martial gambit? It's not really a martial gambit, but black is sacrificing a pawn for very good piece play, and Levon has done this literally his entire career. I mean,
in Wesley, yeah, he's taking his time here. Levon, I agree, just seems more comfortable in these positions. These are not the positions you want to get with him.
And the fact that he could play a move like rook b8 a la tempo, like he just knows what he's like. That's not intuitively an obvious move, but it's actually a very decent move, and you can start to see the practical points right away. The rook on a8 was not doing anything particular, and now on b8 there is always these cheapo threats that the bishop on b3 will be an instant target, and tactics can occur literally at any moment.
So he's accepted the sacrifice
at last.
Indeed. And white, of course, has a hard time completing the development of his queen side, because now this bishop on d2 is blocking his own knight as Levon continues to pile it on with c5. He still seems incredibly confident. I don't like white's position at all.
It's funny, when Marshall actually created his gambit that he had prepared for years for his game with Capablanca, he played it with the idea of playing knight on d5 to f6. Just at the moment that Levon played the move bishop f6, Marshall went knight f6 with the idea of bishop d6 and knight g4 and hack and sack away. This is a completely different approach. Instead of going checkmate to white's king, sort of like you put all the pressure on c3. And what about that move?
Wait,
you want
so
my c3 pawn?
And then there's going to be a Forkovich in the end there, I guess. Oh, but wait a minute. There's a very important detail, Yasser.
Please.
If we just quickly go through this line, if Wesley's relying on bishop takes e5, then he's cruising for cruising, because there's queen c6 with a fork.
You bet. That's the old double attack. That'll clear. That's a cold shower move. Threatening mate.
But okay, rookie, it also looks really good. Just piling on the pressure, and if you take c5, there's knight f4.
Now that is dangerous. That I want nothing to deal with. To do with knight f4 hitting g2. I'm not playing in that ballpark. No. Okay, isn't this
c takes b4 and bishop?
No. You take on e3 twice, Danya. Knight e3, f3, rook e3, rook e3, bishop d4.
Okay.
Queen protects.
I see what you're going for.
Oh, he didn't do it. I think that was a missed opportunity.
The problem there is maybe I would have just given up the e3 rook and gone for a quick development knight c3. I'm not pretending that white's doing well there, but I felt like maybe white can survive. He goes d4. And now, this bishop is loose as well.
I'm not liking this. I'm thinking takes on e3, rook takes e3, fe3, rook e3, rook e3, and anything d4, queen.
Right.
You just queen d4, and you're winning everything back with interest.
With the bishop, I'll move my king, and then your queen's going to be pinned there. I'm sure there's probably something,
including queen c6, a move that you mentioned a moment ago as well.
Rook g3, and then you basically take the bishop.
Can I see it? Rook e3, rook e3, queen d4. Queen takes.
I think this wins. I think this wins, because just to show everybody, the point is After king
Yeah.
f2, it's the lack of development of white's queen
Exactly.
side that absolutely kills him here. And
Absolutely.
I can guarantee you that's what he's calculating right now. He's going to find it. No, he played queen c6. He missed it. And it's still
Inviting
really
bishop
good.
f1. Oh,
BD.
my. Good. Okay, bishop g5.
It still looks really overwhelming.
It really looks
still
good.
Looks terrible.
Oh my goodness. It goes to
Look at-
show what kind of compensation activity, Danya. Trust me on this one.
Oh,
Don't go
completely
for the
not.
material. Don't be a materialist, Danya.
But you called it straight away, Yasser. I mean, going for this against Levon, who's played this for decades at this point. I mean, he knows this inside and out. He knows every idea in every position. And now he's a pawn up. He's completely winning. Completely winning.
B2 is hanging, and the bishops in an open position. This is where they're really showing their magnificence and their power, essentially. It's funny, in one way, black is set up on this long diagonal for mate. If you put the bishop on a7 and go queen c5, he would be checkmating on g1. Yeah, okay, he's going for queen f2, perhaps. Ooh.
Great move by Levon. Going to f2, aiming at b2. Oh.
My spidey sense is tingling here, Danya.
Oh, yeah, mine as well. I think this is almost resignable.
Wow. Knight f3.
So
okay,
he just says, I'm grabbing another one.
Hey, man, man after my own heart, gift me the pawn, anchor the bishop on c3.
Oh.
Wow. Now bishop f3 is a killer threat. So he has to defend.
What? I mean, I would create some luft. The old school approach is to go G6 here. Oh, G5.
Oh, even better. But you move rook e1. My gosh, that is a visual. Why didn't he play rook e1?
That still looks good, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. Well, okay, 2 pawns up with attack. That was one of the great kibitzes of Roman Djindjiashvili. Black has compensation for his 2 extra pawns.
Right, exactly. I would still go rook e1.
I'm telling you, rook e1, like the moment you pointed it out, although there is a trick. Rook e1, rook c3.
No. Oh, and Levon repeating moves. He's down to 10 seconds. Seems a little bit hesitant here. Whoa.
He doesn't see the idea.
Queen f5 also looks great.
Okay, g4. Finally, he's got what he wanted, which he's aiming to anchor his pawn on g3.
Yeah, but it's a little bit uncertain how black's playing. Queen f2.
Yeah, Queen f2. I was about to say that knight on h4 looks like it's going to be vulnerable to some rook h5 ideas. He didn't play rook h5.
Wait.
Bishop d4.
Knight f5 check. Bishop d4 wins. Bishop d4. He missed the knight f5 check.
Knight f5 check.
Wait a second. Now it's not that simple anymore. No way Wesley recovered. No, but he's still completely lost. He's going to have so many pawns here.
Oh my gosh.
Bishop c2, queen d3. There's bishop f5.
Oh, but now you can just push the queen side pawn. So he ended up.
How did he do that?
He blundered his queen, but he got enormous. Oh, that's a resign.
Goodbye. It's just checkmate.
Whoa.
But what a defense by Wesley. And Levon of the fist bump there. My goodness.
By the way, again, that was a big dog matchup. We saw it with Hikaru and Grisha, and I had a feeling that could have gone either way at the end, but in truth, Levon was always in control, Danya.